What if you got a strike on your YouTube channel or your channel got terminated? What way would you be able to get in touch with your subscribers? The beautiful thing about building an email list is that you actually own the list. So if something happened with your YouTube channel or one of your social media accounts, then you'd still be able to get in touch with your subscribers, the people that have been on your channel. So in today's live stream, what we're going to talk about is how to build an email list for free and how to build it fast. My name is Herman Drost, and my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is that it's free, and you can use it to generate or build an email list just through putting out videos. So we're going to look at all the steps that it takes to build an email list, the tools you can use, and then some tips along the way. So I want to welcome people here. We've got John. Hey, welcome back, John. Good to see you again. And Miriam, good to see you. So one time I got a couple of strikes on my channel over the years, probably more than a couple. But when they change the rules, you get a warning, then you get a strike. And when you get a strike, you can actually not upload any videos for like a week and not go live either. So when that happened, it was kind of a shock. And it made me realize that, you're living on rented ground. So you don't own YouTube. You have to humble yourself to the rules of YouTube, their community guidelines, their policies, etc., in order to use that platform. And it's a great platform to generate traffic, to send traffic to your offers, etc. But you have to always keep in mind that you want to try to get people on an email list so you can follow up with them, keep in touch with them, and build relationship with them and recommend your services, your products, etc. So let's switch over to the slides here, and I'm going to show you some of the steps that you need to take. So we're talking about how to build an email list fast and for free. Some tools won't be free, but I'm going to show you some of the free ones. And the main benefits of having an email list, as I mentioned before, you actually own the list. So you can when you're using something like Aweber, GetResponse, you can actually download your list, have it on your computer, back it up, etc. But you're using that service, but you own the list. And then as you build a list, it could be a few hundred, could be a few thousand, or it could be tens of thousands of emails. Then when you have a product or an affiliate product that you want to recommend, you can just recommend that to your list. And people generally check out their email, so we're going to talk about that later. How to follow up. And so you're recommending your products and services, and you're able to generate revenue on demand on it. Not everybody in your email list is going to purchase your products and services, but say you have a small list of like 500 to 1,000 people, and you make it very specific what they're interested in. Then if you recommend a service or product that really helps them solve their problems, they'll be more than happy to want to purchase that particular product. So those are some of the benefits. And let's look at the requirements to build a list. So these are just some of the things. You need an email list provider, a lead magnet, a landing page, YouTube, you need a YouTube video, call to action, follow-up sequence, and a product if you want to recommend your products and services. So let's look at each of these individually. Email list provider. I use Aweber. I've been using it for probably 10 years or so. There's a lot of other ones out there. There's GetResponse, there's MailChimp, there's ConvertKit, I think. Anyways, a whole bunch of them. But I find Aweber is easy to use, and I guess it's hard to change when you've been using it for a long time. But the great thing about it is it has many features. Here are some of the features. So you can easily create emails, and also you can use templates in the email. So you have a email template, so you can make the emails look great. You also have automation. So for instance, somebody signs up to your list, and then maybe somebody buys a product. You can set up an automation rule where as soon as they purchase from your list, then automatically they can be added to a buyer's list, so you're not, you don't bother them with sending them more offers. And also your buyers tend to be the ones that, most responsive and more likely to buy. Whereas, a lot of people, they will, they'll read your email, but, they won't buy any of your products. But that's why it's always a good thing to clean your list occasionally. We'll talk about that later. But the Aweber is great. Also has great analytics, so you can split test, do A/B split testing. You can experiment with your different headlines, designs, and links. See which one works the best. And then also the great one, Collab City. Hi, good to see you. Didn't know about Collabs. I get Collabs. I don't know about that one, if that's an email list provider. But I think the biggest thing is they have sign-up forms. So you can set up a sign-up form on your on a landing page, or you can even just have it. Aweber provides even landing pages, and you can put the sign-up form on the landing page, so you wouldn't have to get a website. And also has mobile apps, and the deliverability is really good. It's like probably 70% or higher. So a lot of people have spam filters, etc. But you don't want to have your email being delivered into spam. I noticed that with Gmail recently. Some of it goes into spam or goes into some other area. So let me ask you a question. What any of you here on the live stream, are you building an email list? And if so, what email list provider are you using? You can put that in the chat. Okay, next thing is that you need a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something like a free offer that you can offer to, say, if you're doing YouTube videos, then you want to have a free a check. I use checklists, reports, ebooks, different kinds of things. I think I create a list here. So these are types of different lead magnets. So I often use a checklist. I have a thumbnail checklist. I use reports. I create ebooks. I have cheat sheets. I haven't used webinars, but that's another thing. You can have something like Webinar Jam, which is like an automated webinar. So you can just feed people to your automated webinar, and you don't have to actually be live on the webinar, but the webinar just plays, and then that feeds them to your product. Also, you have a mini video course, so you can have like 2 or 3 videos that, people start off with one video, and then the next day they get another video. So the good thing with, and I haven't done this for a while, but with Aweber, you could set up like an e-course. I did that at the very beginning when I got Aweber, but I would set up like a autoresponder course. So I put in like 21 different emails and then set them up so they go out either every day or every second day or every third day. So over a period of 21 days or 50 days, for instance, these emails would go out automatically. I wouldn't have to be at my computer. So as a result, you are talking to or making contact with your prospective contacts, and you're building a relationship with them, even automatically. So with an e-course, for instance, you could set up an e-course of like 50 emails educating your contacts about something, and then every other email you could recommend a product or service. So it's being said in business that you got to have like 7 to 10, I think it's 7 might be the number, touch points before somebody actually purchases something from you. So and I know some myself, if I get something to offer something in the email box to purchase something, I usually don't buy it right away, but maybe I'll check it out and they'll send more emails. So it takes several touch points before I've sort of warmed up to want to buy the product. So it's not a one-time thing. Therefore, cold traffic is very hard to convert, whereas warm traffic that you warmed up through a series of emails is much better because you've built a relationship with the people. Miriam's saying that I'm not building an email list currently, but I wanted to. Now I can learn how to do it. Yeah, hopefully get some tips from this, Miriam. So let's move right along here. So yeah, types of lead magnets. I think the easiest ones is probably checklists, reports, cheat sheets, some of the easy ones. Here's a checklist example that I often put on my videos. Discover 10 ways to make your thumbnail stand out from your competitors so you can get more views. Download the free checklist. So all I do is I created the checklist in Canva, and then I created this like landing page. We'll talk a little bit about later, but this is just an example of like a freebie offer to get people, when they click the download your free checklist, then they have to enter their name and email, and that goes into my email list provider automatically, and as a result then I can follow up with them. Here are some tools to create lead magnets. So Canva I just mentioned. There's Designrr, which is a great tool for creating ebooks from your blog posts, from your videos, from Google Documents, etc. I'm going to show you that a bit later. Google Docs, you can just use something free like Google Docs to create a PDF document that people can download. Keynote, if you're on the Mac, is great for, what I'm using right now is Keynote for my slides, and I can convert those slides into a PDF file and have it as a free download. I can offer all the slides as a free PDF. And then you got PowerPoint, which is more for Mac users. But these are just some of the tools that you can use to create lead magnets. Okay, so just want to show you Canva. Oh, hi, Chris. Chris is a great Canva user. So you just arrived on time. Here are some things you can make with Canvas. You've got the infographics. So say, for instance, you have 12 ways to bake a cake, then you can create an infographic and offer it as a free download. You got book covers, so you can create an ebook, for instance, on how to bake a cake, and then you get in Canva, you can create, use one of these templates to create a beautiful e-cover for your book. Then you got checklists also. These are all free templates in Canva that you can modify to for your own liking. So all you have to do is substitute the words for your own words. So the checklist could be checklist how to bake a cake, and then 10 ways to bake a cake, and put down the 10 ingredients you need to bake a cake. And so you got all different kinds of templates there. And then you got these ebook cover templates. So if you create an ebook or a report, then you can create a beautiful ebook cover, and you can use that as an image in your video to show people, a nice, beautiful graphic that will reinforce them to download the freebie. So that's Canva. You can also create graphics for Instagram, for YouTube. You got YouTube. You can create YouTube thumbnails. You can create YouTube channel art. All those things. So it's a great free software, and it's just online. Another one that I use quite often. This is what I use to create ebooks. So just in a couple of minutes, you can create stunning ebooks even without writing a word. So you can convert your blog post, you can convert a video, etc. So they've got different templates, fonts. They got a whole image library. You get a free commercial license. And here's some of the things you can do. So you can import from the blog. So you created a blog post, and you just import the blog post, and within a few minutes, it'll convert that URL from your WordPress website into a ebook or report. You can import it from the Word document. You can import from a Google document. You can start from scratch. You can also create a PDF that's like a flip book. It flips the pages. You can also import from a podcast. So if you do a podcast, then you can you maybe want to translate or transcribe that into an ebook. So you can just import the podcast file, MP3 file, and convert that. You can import from YouTube. So all you have to do is use the URL of your video, and it'll create the ebook for you. Well, you actually do have to make some edits. Sometimes it's not totally accurate. You can start from scratch. You can upload a video file. You can upload your YouTube video, and also you can import from a Facebook page. So some of these you'll need to upgrade to I think it's more advanced ones, but if you just want to create an ebook from a blog post, something like that, then you can do that. But here, so you get free commercial license, so you can even do it for others. You can set up a gig on Fiverr and create ebooks, reports, for other people, and sell it to them. But it's a great tool, really good tool. Here's what I sometimes do. I just upload the video from my computer, or I can just import the video, and then it'll create the ebook or the report, from the video, convert that. So it's pretty handy. Here's an example of landing page. So here's a ebook or report that I created, and so you do need to have a landing page. And the purpose of the landing page is that when you show the graphic on your YouTube video, for instance, you send them to a landing page. So here's an example of a landing page, just a very simple one, but you want to start off with like some hook at the beginning, just like a video. Like feeling overwhelmed with growing your list, doesn't have to be hard. Learn how to increase your prospects and sales using YouTube, and then download this free guide now. So so this is an example of a landing page that you can use, and there's different ways to create landing pages. So here are some landing page creation tools. I mentioned Aweber before, but it also has landing pages. I'll show you that in a minute. I got Thrive Architect plugin. So if you use WordPress, then you can use Thrive Architect. It's not a free plugin, but you can, if you have WordPress, then this is a great plugin you got all kinds of templates, and I'll show you that in a minute too. And then you got ProfitCanvas, which is software you can use. So here's some examples of Aweber's landing pages. So I think with Aweber you can start off with a free trial, and then you can, I think it's like $19 per month, but you can recoup those costs really fast, because if you build your email list, then you're going to recommend your products and services, and hopefully you'll make more than $19 a month to pay for your Aweber account. So with the Aweber account, you can set up your forms, email opt-in form. You can send emails. You can store your emails there as a database. You can have like 20 different lists. You can have thousands of emails, and it doesn't cost you to send the emails. Once the 19 per month is you can send as many emails as you like in a month. But these templates are great because you wouldn't need any extra software, and all you have to do is just select one of these templates and then modify the templates. Okay, here's Thrive Architect WordPress plugin. So if you're using WordPress for your blog or for your website, then this is a great plugin that I use myself. And here's some of the features that it uses. You can has more features than the Aweber. So if you want to go upscale a little bit, then you could use this one. So it's got call to action buttons. You can provide beautiful testimonials. You have styled lists. It has credit card icons, lead generation forms, content boxes. You can even put a countdown timer on your landing page, and you can also reveal your content as they hover over the page. And let's see, call to action boxes. So if I move that up a bit, you got guarantee boxes, contact forms, and even pricing tables. So you can create a beautiful pricing table. So that's just something that it's a very great software for creating beautiful landing pages. Oh, I just want to touch on this. The Aussie Creator, good to see you. all the way from Australia, I guess. So the other creator is saying, how do you create a targeted buyers list? What strategy should I use to get started? Well, if you if you got a YouTube channel and you're regularly uploading videos and you kind of know your target audience, then I definitely use YouTube. You can also use Instagram, but definitely use video because it's more captivating of the senses. You know, people can see you, they can hear you, and it's more, you know, captivating for the audience. And then you know, while you're creating your video, then you can just add your graphic to the video. You know, once you created your landing page, you know, set up your email list provider, your landing page, etc., and your freebie, then in your video you just say, hey, if you want to, well, like in my case, I'd say, like, hey, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, then I've got a great checklist you can download right now. Just click the link in the description below the video. So so then you got kind of a targeted audience, and you get them on your list, and then you follow up with a series of emails, which I'll talk a little bit about later. So that's kind of how I would get started, just using YouTube as the starting point, and then kind of the funnel would be your YouTube video, your free download with an opt-in to your list, and then get them on your email list and then follow up. Okay, moving on right along here. So this was Thrive Architect. Just want to show you another tool. This is ProfitCanvas. Probably haven't heard of this, but it's kind of a very simple drag and drop all-in-one page builder that creates very beautiful landing pages. So it's web-based. You got pop-up buttons. You can run live webinars, etc. Let me show you a quick clip. Hopefully you can hear this. Give me a yes if you can hear this, but I'm just going to show you this quick video clip, how it works, so you can kind of get an idea of, let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Here's a quick demo of ProfitCanvas. I've got pages here, so I can create a new page. Here's where you can create pages. I've created a test page here already, so if I click edit, you can see the page I've created. And here you can see that you can add buttons, images, links, add text, YouTube videos, etc. And you can just move any of these elements by dragging and dropping on the page. So I can increase the size of the page. So I want to add a PayPal button. I can just drag and drop it on the page here. Select my particular button. So here's my button. I can just move it around the page. I can also expand the button if I wish. So you can do this with any of these elements at the top here for your page. So just drag here to resize. So just resize it like so. After you've done that, you just click Save the Page, Preview the page. Here's a page I created in a few minutes with ProfitCanvas. You can also do something with your videos. I've created a new video here. Just create new, and then put in your video name there. I've created one here already. So I select Edit. You put in your video code here. So let's select the video code. I can also add a countdown timer. Let's preview it. Okay, we're going to exit that. And we can go to pop-ups. So we can create a new pop-up. I'll test here, so I'm going to click Edit. And you got all these templates for different pop-ups that you can choose from. So let's choose this one. You can move around any of these elements on the page and edit them if you wish. After that, I can just click Save. And I can preview it. Also do webinar page. So I create a new webinar page. Test, create new. And I can edit that webinar page with all these options on the left. And you also have a vault. It shows where all your pages are, your videos, pop-ups, webinars. If you ever need help, just click on the help button. View the training videos. So with your pages, you can edit them, you can download them, embed them, copy them, or delete them. So in the embed code, you've also got a direct URL to the page, and you've got the iframe code. So you can name your page ProfitCanvas Demo, save an update. Here's my sales page. So that's just a little clip on ProfitCanvas. You can actually, I think I've got a URL. If you want to, check it out, then I think I've got a URL there. Let me see. I didn't put it at the bottom. I'll show you that later if you're interested in it. But yeah, it's a great little landing page builder. If you want to try something out like that. Next thing you need is a call to action. So once you've set up your email list provider, you've set up your landing pages, you've got your video, etc. Then of course you want to provide a call to action. So generally what I do is you can just tell people in the video, you show a little graphic in your video, and then you just tell them to click the link in the description to download your free report, free checklist, etc. So that's as simple as that. And you can also, if you're a member of the YouTube Partner Program and you got more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and you've met the requirements and you can monetize your channel, then you can use something like an associated website. So what that means is that you can link to if you have a website like a WordPress website, then what you can do is you can associate the website with your YouTube channel, and then what you can do is just link to that website in the card or on the end screen. And so you can tell people, like you tell people to check out the next video, you can tell people to click the link in the card to download my free checklist on how to grow a YouTube channel. So if you're not a member of the YouTube Partner Program, then you can't do that. I know YouTube said they would change the rules, but that's been like a year ago, and so you can't do that. So I think the best way for a good call to action is to tell people just click the link in the description to download my free checklist, free report, free ebook, etc. And then give them a reason why. Don't just tell them to download it, but basically you want to, as the video is going on, you want to find the right spot in the video where you're giving them more information. So you don't really want to do that at the beginning of your video, but maybe more in the middle or at the end after you've given, you kind of given them a lot of information. So the call to action you can use in your cards, end screens, description. You can even put that in your pin it to the top of your comments, because when people leave a comment, they can see that freebie in your at the top of your comments. So that's a call to action. Okay, so moving on. So you've got all these things set up. You also you don't want to just put them on your email list and forget about your people, but you need to have a follow-up email series. And the good thing is that if you have something like Aweber as an email list provider, you can send a bunch of automated a follow-up sequence. So for instance, in this image, I've got like maybe, I think 10 or 12 automated follow-ups. So you can see here, the first one you can send immediately, then 3 days later they get another email, then 3 days later they get another email, etc. And so you're kind of keeping in touch with the people on your email list, and you can send them more free stuff, more content. Could be a video, free report, free checklist. Say, hey, I just created this free report that you might want to check out. So you're kind of giving them something that is really caters to solving their problems. So with a follow-up email series, and I recommend, when people join your email list, then probably send 3 to 4 emails, one day apart or a couple of days apart, and this kind of warms them up so that if you want to recommend a product, then you've kind of built a relationship with them. So this is and you could do this for the whole year. You could set up 365 emails if you wanted to. So that'd take a lot of work, and I think, when it comes to emails, then I would try to keep it simple. You don't want to create a huge, a blog post, but like a micro blog post. It could be just 1 or 2 paragraphs, and then maybe send them to give them a free report, free ebook or something like that. But email follow-up is great because you're building a relationship with them. And then after you've done the follow-up email series, let's see, where am I up to? Then you can recommend products. So you can recommend affiliate products. So affiliate products is where you earn a commission from somebody else's product. So somebody else is creating the product. So this is ClickBank, this image here. So you can see all these categories here. You've got arts and entertainment, business investing, education, mobile, languages, health and fitness, etc., green products. So the beauty with affiliate products is that somebody else is creating the product, somebody else creates the marketing materials, somebody else is, they even sometimes have a series of emails that you can use to put in your email autoresponder. So ClickBank is great. You got JVZoo if you're selling internet products. You can also go to, I think, called the Vault is another one. But if you're kind of stuck with what kind of affiliate product that might be related to your niche, then all you have to do is go into Google and do keyword, say for instance fitness plus affiliate program, and then Google will show you a whole bunch of affiliate programs that you could then sign up for and promote those particular products. So when you're building your email list, then you can recommend these affiliate products as long as you don't want to send or recommend products that people are not interested in, because then they'll think, oh, you're just trying to spam me and trying to make money off me of products I'm not interested in. So you want to make sure that the product is tied in with the interests of your audience. And so you can make 50% commission on the affiliate products, but you can also sell your own products, recommend your own products. Like this is a product I created recently for people that want to outsource their thumbnails for YouTube. So maybe they don't have the time, maybe they don't have any graphics experience, but they want to get a lot more clicks on their videos. So creating a very beautiful thumbnail. So I offer this service where you get the thumbnails done for you, designed for you by a professional graphics designer. So then you can increase traffic to your videos. get more clicks, and grow your channel. So so this kind of my email list is all about, most of them are YouTube people that are on the list, and so I recommend products like this that helps them to grow their channel and get more views, get more subscribers. So one thing is, recommending affiliate products, or you can build and recommend your own services, your own products as well. Here's some email list building tips. So once you start building an email list, then thanks, Aussie Creator Offer Vault. Yeah, that's the one. So some email list building tips. Check the open rate. So with like Aweber, you can check how many people are opening the email. So sometimes people sign up for your email, but they use a dummy email, or they don't check the emails. So that's why in the second point, you want to scrub your list like once a month, or once every 2 months or 3 months, because you're paying say like $19 a month for your list. So you don't want to have people on there that are not opening your emails. So if they don't open your emails in 1 or 2 months, then best to remove them from the list. So then you want to also segment your list. So say for instance, you're building a list, and then somebody buys a affiliate product or buys one of your products. Then you want to take them off that list and put them into a buyer's list. So instead of keeping them on that same list. So you can set up a automated rules where, once they purchase a product, or purchase your product or an affiliate product, then in Aweber, I think, or GetResponse, you can set up rules where when they purchase something, then automatically they get added to your buyers list. So you're kind of segmenting your list so it becomes more focused and not bothering people with sending them more products to buy. But the buyers list means it kind of gives you a confirmation that these people have money to spend, they're willing to buy things that they're interested in. So you kind of separate them out, and that kind of helps you to make more focused offers. So create an automated follow-up sequence. I mentioned that before. So you can set up a bunch of emails that go out every couple of days, every second day, third day, etc. Use powerful headlines. So I did a video on how to create powerful titles for your videos, but the same goes for your emails. You want to have headlines or titles to your emails where people see the headline, because if they're not attracted by a headline, they're not going to open your email. So you want to experiment with different powerful headlines so that people open the email and read your email. So you don't want to just be sort of have generic headlines, but look at newspaper headlines, look at magazine headlines. You can find all kinds of examples where people are paying millions of dollars to read a magazine, or to billboards that you see along the highway. You can get all kinds of ideas of powerful headlines. Once they open the email from your headline, then they're going to read your email. So you want to have good copy, so you want to mention a few good paragraphs that you can start off with a question, like I often do in my videos, and then follow through with several paragraphs on your particular product, or why they should read your next email or watch your video. So one of the great benefits of an email list is that you're not beholden to the notifications from YouTube, which doesn't always work. But with the email, people read the email, see that you have a new video, and then they get notified through your email list that you have a new video to watch. And then you can also enable list automation. So you can set up different lists, and then, as I mentioned before, when somebody buys a product, then automatically it goes to your buyers list, and so you're creating a powerful buyers list. And you can set up multiple lists that you can send traffic to. Okay, if you got any questions about building an email list, then put them in the chat, or if you're watching replay, you can put them in the comments. I just want to also give you some resources here that I showed you during the video. So you got ProfitCanvas here. This is the landing page creator. You got Designrr, which is the ebook creator. You got the Thrive Architect WordPress plugin. So that's a plugin that you can use for WordPress to build beautiful landing pages. You got Aweber, which I use as an email list provider. And if any of you are not part of the Facebook group, if you want to get feedback on your thumbnails or get questions answered, then be sure to join a Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/video bootcamp. And then we got, as I mentioned earlier, you got thumbnails done for you that you can go to drossdesigns.com, drossvideo.com/thumbnails done for you. Okay, let's have a look if I got any questions here. So if you got any questions, you can post them in there. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We got Pommy Pickers. Good to see you. Hey, another Australian. All right. G'day. Loved the thumbnail live stream the other week. Been revisiting my very early videos, redoing them. Seems to make a difference. Thank you for the great content. Yeah, actually, Pommy Pickers, I've been... I changed my thumbnails probably a few months ago to something different. I don't know if that's exactly why my channel's growing a little faster, but recently I've been changing my thumbnails again, and I've been split testing the thumbnails using TubeBuddy, and I've noticed an uptick in the thumbnails that are redesigned are getting a higher click-through rate. So as a result, instead, after about 14 days, TubeBuddy shows the variation compared to the original, and then you can pick and choose. Is the original doing better or the variation doing better? And often the variation does better, and as a result, you get more views and more subscribers, and that that helps to grow your channel. So definitely recommend split testing thumbnails, because you don't know which one is doing better. Than maybe videos that are getting traffic already, then you can revisit thumbnails and try some different thumbnails. The Aussie creator is asking, how about an email where you present polls? I think that's a good idea. I'm not sure if Aweber allows you to do that, but I'm sure they also do polls or quizzes. So yeah, polls, quizzes are also good. So if you're on YouTube and using YouTube to build your email list, then you can create a poll on your YouTube video. So that would be another idea. You could say, you could start off, when you're creating your video, then you can add a poll to your video, and then after the poll, because you've piqued their interest and got their interaction with them, then you could present your free report or free download based upon the response that you got. So it's kind of a 1-2 punch. You kind of giving a poll or a quiz, getting some feedback, and then later on the video you could offer a free download. So I think that'd be a great experiment that you could do right within your YouTube video, and then maybe you could even do that with your email list provider. So I've been, since the start of my YouTube channel many years ago, I've been building an email list, and it's kind of great because you're building the email list kind of on automation, automatically. So I wouldn't offer a free download or a free cheat sheet in every single video, because one caveat to that is that YouTube wants to keep you on YouTube. So the longer you can keep viewers on YouTube watching one video to the next video to the next video, then that extends the session time, which then it's kind of a ranking factor. So the longer you keep people on the YouTube platform, then that helps with getting your videos promoted in YouTube search and YouTube suggested. So with that being said, you definitely want to get people off YouTube and onto something that you own by building your own email list. So one example would be to create a video series. So say it's a video series on how to bake a cake. So your playlist could be how to bake a cake, and then the videos in that playlist, how to bake a chocolate cake, how to bake a gingerbread cake, etc. You put them all in the same playlist, but every second video you tell them to download a free checklist on how to bake 3 cakes or something like that. So all those videos that you have in that playlist, you're sending them to all those videos in that playlist, you're linking to that playlist, and ideally they're watching the videos in the playlist that includes the call to action to download your checklist or your free report. So I wouldn't put ask people to leave YouTube in every single video, but link to the playlist, and then hopefully people are watching more videos in the playlist, and within those videos you're recommending a free download and collecting their contact information. So that's kind of the way I do it. But I can tell you from experience that building an email list is great because sometimes you might get a strike and you can't upload any videos. Heavens forbid if you get your channel terminated, then you still have a business. So you don't want to build your business on rented ground like YouTube, but use YouTube as a traffic platform to send traffic to your business, to your offers, to your products, etc. So then you're kind of building your business in the background, but using YouTube, Instagram, but whatever social media platform you're using to send traffic to build your email list. And John saying, scrub list once a month to save money. What does it cost broken down by contact? Well, say like Aweber, you're paying $19 a month, say $20 a month. So I'm not so great at math. So say you have 1,000 subscribers, then you're paying like maybe a couple of cents per subscriber just for that. But then if you're recommending products and services, and ideally, the products that you recommend, you're making like $100 per month, then basically you're having an email list provider for free, because you're building a business, you're paying the email for the subscription for the email list provider or a landing page builder, which is just a one-time fee. But through recommending the products and services that you have, then basically your return on investment is going to be greater. So you might pay $19 a month, but you're getting a greater return on investment. So that's something you can do. Another example is, and this is kind of an aside, but right now I'm doing a YouTube video ads campaign, and I'm only paying like 22 cents for each click, and I'm tracking the clicks. So that means that people that are clicking on the free download are going onto my list, and so I'm paying 22 cents per click, and then I follow up by recommending my products and services. So that's another way. What I've described on this live stream is organically building a list, but you can also use something like YouTube video ads or Facebook ads, and the key is that you get a greater return on investment. So that's the key. The Aussies creator said thumbnails are fun to create. That's why I concentrate on YouTube. Yeah, if you love doing graphics, love creating graphics, and you're somewhat good at it, then yeah, it can be a lot of fun to do it. If you're not very good at graphics, it's worthwhile to get somebody else to create the thumbnail so you can improve your click-through rate. And if you get a higher click-through rate, then YouTube will surface more of your videos on other people's channels. So it's worth experimenting. Do them yourself. Hire a professional graphics designer, as I mentioned, the service. You can try that, and then compare the two and see if there's any difference. Oh, good to see you, Jardine. And let's see, any questions? Okay, we've got the Aussie creator has another question here. Let's see. Is it worth using Creative Commons or your own content? Because you can still get a strike if you use Creative Commons, apparently. What do you suggest? Yeah, if you use Creative Commons for a video, then I wouldn't make the whole video Creative Commons. You can use Creative Commons videos in your own videos, but most of the videos should be your own commentary, your own angle, your own input, etc. So if you're just using Creative Commons, like the whole video is Creative Commons, then you're probably going to get it might be a strike, but one of YouTube policies is that you can't reuse the same content. So there's something called, what's it called? Reuse, not reuse policy. I forgot, but you can actually use even copyrighted content from somebody else's video, say like 5 seconds of it, as long as you give your own commentary, your own angle, etc. So you can put that in your video. So same with Creative Commons. You can take a snippet, say like 5 or 10 seconds of a Creative Commons video. Say you're talking about baking a cake, so then you show a Creative Commons video on somebody baking a cake, and then you say, see, this is the way that you bake a chocolate cake. And so YouTube has this policy, not for reuse policy. You can't reuse content, even your own content. You have to make it unique in every video. You can't just upload the same video twice, because you'll get a notification saying that this video is the same as your last video. So if you're using Creative Commons content, then just make sure that you add more uniqueness to your own video than the clips of Creative Commons. Miriam said I'm upgrading my thumbnails. It's a learning curve. Yeah, you can even take a course on design. You know, if you're creating them through Canva, or I'm sure there's courses out there on that you can subscribe to build. And you can even use YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials on Canva, how to make thumbnails. You can check my channel. I got a video on there how to create thumbnails using Canva. You got Thumbnail Blaster, which is a one-time fee, and you can just use all the templates there. It's also got a split testing feature within Thumbnail Blaster. So there's many different options there that you can use. But the bottom line is, your thumbnail is probably one of the biggest factors as far as getting people watching your video, because if they don't click on your thumbnail and reading your title and clicking on your thumbnail, then they're not going to watch your video, and then all that time you spent creating your video will be wasted because nobody's watching your video. So you might get 2 or 3 views, but you want to have great thumbnail, engaging video, and if you have a good click-through rate, good average view duration, good audience retention, that's like the nirvana of YouTube, and that your videos will get promoted by YouTube on other people's channels. Hey, I want to thank everybody for attending today's live stream. Thanks for your questions. Thanks for your tips and for participation. If you have any other questions, then I'll be sure to answer them in the comments. Or if you're in the Facebook group, you can put them in the Facebook group. And if you have any other tips, then also put them in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for future live streams, then let me know, and I'll be sure to put that on my content calendar. So thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend and a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.